Traders, welcome back to another price action trading lesson. We're looking at S&P 500 and mini futures. The time frame is 2000 tick chart. And what is the structure for me telling me? Right now I can see that there was news announcement around this area, big bearish spike, and you want to make sure you always monitor the news calendar because you don't want to be trading, let's say 5 minutes before and after the news. Due to spike in volatility, there can be a slippage if you are inside a trade. So just don't trade the news, it is not worth it. And what is the most recent bias right now in this market? Well, it is bullish bias because we have a nice bullish channel. You can see how nicely these candles fit inside this channel. So there is bullish bias, and according to trendline rule, I expect new extreme. So once I see this correction, I'm using the counting technique to count for two-legged pullback, second entry long at the key entry point, because that would be a high probability sell. 21 bar exponential moving average, the supportive indicator. Now, how is the EMA reacting? It is not holding at all, and now we have second entry long. Can I consider this second entry long? Not really. Why? Because I can see we have short-term downtrend in play. I need to follow the trendline rule, not only for the main channel, but also for the corrections, because there are small corrections inside of the main pattern. So we see second entry long and EMA didn't hold, so very concerning. So in order for me to go long, I would need to see high low above EMA, or I would need to see break new low with a downtrend, push above EMA and high low there. So I need to time it correctly. So right now I'm following the channel down. It is very nice and clear. Let's see what's going to happen. Okay, price action created new extreme as expected. So only thing right now I'm interested in is push above EMA, because I want to see the confirmation the bulls are in the market, because I don't know how many pushes lower there's going to be. We keep working lower, but I'm not really too phased by this. I'm not looking for any bigger channel because this is the channel that needs to get new extreme. I keep a break new low. It is okay to have a couple more pushes lower. Okay, we have a break above EMA. This is what I want to see. And now we have high-low confirmation setup. Now, exactly as we expected, I'm also going to draw a channel wider because I expect right now new high for this channel. I don't expect this to be correction. And look at this big bearish bar. Downtrend played out above EMA, one tick lower, and big tier 1 signal bar above EMA. You know that a lot of these sellers got trapped selling below this bar. They got ticked in their trades. Strong reversal. This is a great high probability setup, high low confirmation setup, while we have the bullish bias. Now, what is the next setup we're expecting? We're expecting failed second entry short. Now we have a failed second entry short, but problem is EMA didn't hold. Ideally, you would like to see first entry short, second entry short, and EMA holding. So you have it clear. It also aligns with the channel. We broke below those, so that's a little bit concerning. Once again, the signal bar is identical. Great tier 1 signal bar, one tick lower, reversal up, closing above EMA, and you have small double bottom. This uptrend is new high. This uptrend is new high. There's a bullish bias in this market, but because it broke below EMA, I have to mark it more aggressive and more advanced. Ideally, you would like to see some small little second entry long, something like this, because you would break above EMA. Can we get it? We cannot. Right now market is going sideways. Let's see what's going to happen. Okay, we are starting to get stacked, more congestion, and now we have congestion. We actually have a micro second entry long. But if I'm going to look closely, I can see that we have congestion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bar stack right next to each other. This is a no trade zone, congestion. So I don't want to go long, even though we need new extreme for both channels. I need to time the entry properly, not full at the EMA, so I gotta be careful. More congestion. So how am I gonna trade congestion like this? This is a small trend range, okay? There are two ways. I can also take the breakout, pull back long, or I can wait for break to the downside and fade it with the direction of the trend, which is bullish. So these are two alternatives that I'm looking for as a price action trader. Let's see what's gonna happen. We have a break lower and we have failed breakout. Okay, because a lot of sellers will get trapped selling against the trend. How big is this bar? Only 1.5 points. Small bar, failed breakout, below congestion. According to rules, we need to get new extreme, and this is a great high probability setup. Price action is breaking higher. We actually have high-low confirmation of what? Confirmation of this failed breakout. But if I'm going to look closely, it is an inside bar and a little bit stacked. You know, we're going to get new high. At this point, it's pretty clear because you're back above EMA. So price action really want to see the new high for both channels. But because it is an inside bar in quite a stacked area, you know, feels a little bit more aggressive. So once again, not fully high probability. You need to be way more advanced to consider this. And price action created new extreme for our channel to the left. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stack the new high. Right now I'm going to be pausing, looking to go long. But there is already one thing that can catch my attention, and this is how long and sideways this correction was. It feels almost detached from the initial uptrend, because generally you will get new high fairly quickly after break of this channel. You can see how long this push was. So this begs the question, there's possibly a spike in a channel like this, but I need to be careful because we just reached new high for this channel. And I don't want to get trapped taking the very first second entry long after new high of this channel, just because I think this channel is a possibility. I will need to see some more confirmation. So this is something I keep in back of my mind. But as of right now, I'm just going to be waiting for more price action development. Okay, nothing really is forming great. We have a lower high, but I cannot really sell just yet. It was too bullish. It is not reversal pattern. It's just lower high, not confirming anything. If you are thinking about bearish reversal, we need a failed second entry long below EMA. You already have a small break new extreme, and you can already see the rectangle because the news are about to pop in. You can see the spike in volatility. So if I'm going to zoom back, actually price action fits our initial analysis. But you need to be careful because we just had new extreme, so you really need to evaluate and not jump the gun so you don't get trapped. Now we actually have double trap. Okay, at the EMA, because everybody's going to take a long, second entry long so far from the EMA is going to get trapped. And everybody who's going to take a failed second entry long into the EMA is going to get trapped as well. Problem is, this is right after news. And this channel had a break in new extreme. So you really got to be careful taking setup right after news, because price action can be distorted after news. So let's give it more time. Unfortunately, even though it worked, we can't really cherry pick because it is just right after news and you just had a break in your extreme, so we gotta be a little bit more careful. Let's see what's gonna happen. I can see price action going higher. Okay, why is price action continuing to work higher? So many pushes higher after the break new high. So this begs the question, there's probably a bigger pattern. So I'm gonna cut in the first two swings. I'm gonna copy it. You can see first two swings, third swing confirmation. Not the best fitting channel, but I like using the channel because price action keeps working higher, and keeps working higher. So I'm not going short. I'm not buying first entries longs and entries far from the EMA. I want to see clean high probability setup, pull back to the EMA. We have a second entry long, but this is horrible second entry long. I cannot buy above bearish bar, not even at the EMA. Horrible bar. Downtrend needs to get new extreme. Bad entry. It's not even a real entry, just second entry long, but I'm talking about this because there's so many things wrong with this. And we can also see how overbought this was. If you go on a higher time frame, 10,000 tick chart, we can see that we were very far from the EMA, so it's okay to expect stronger pullback. If you are thinking about buying, you need to see push above EMA and high low, or failed second entry short if high low will form bad. But there is no decision to be made because market keeps working lower. So what I need to do, draw a brand new downtrend, because I can see right now the sellers are really strong in the market. Okay, we're correcting me. New low, first entry short, second entry short, far from the EMA. I'm definitely not taking. And look what we have. We have double trap, or I can reset the count because you have matching lows here. So I could new low, first entry short, pull back, second entry short. Okay, both ways how to count this are correct. There's a technical way, or you can reset the count and treat it as second entry short. The downtrend needs to get new extreme. We spike down, we need new low, and also I can see we have small, almost triple test, not fully but almost, and nothing in price action is perfect. So I have resistance, I have the EMA, and this is a great signal bar, not that big, only 2 points. So I actually like taking this setup, expecting to retest, even though the main bias is bullish. Channel like this and such a clear setup should get at least scalped. Remember, we are only scalpers. If you are a swing trader, you're definitely not looking for swing because there can be push up. But we are only scalpers, so you know, a lot of times we can be way more aggressive because we can really sneak in and get the scalp. That's the beauty of being a scalper. A lot of times you can be wrong even on the main buys but still get the scalp. That's what's going to happen. And this setup ended up being a trap. I even took this setup myself, so I had a losing trade right here. But it's okay, nothing in trading is 100%. 8 or 9 times out of 10 is going to work. And this is such a great setup that you shouldn't even get frustrated. It is okay to get frustrated when, let's say, you're going to make a mental error. Okay, you're going to be watching a setup where you're supposed to take it and you're not going to take it. You're going to be like, man, I knew I was supposed to take this setup. So it's very hard to not get frustrated, or you're going to jump the gun when the setup is not really there, but you're being impatient. Once again, mental mistakes like this, it's okay to get frustrated. You really shouldn't, but it's understandable. But if you get frustrated about the losing trade when the setup really looks great and there are only a few negatives, you really shouldn't get frustrated at all. That's actually a good litmus test to know if you're ready, because if you see a good setup, you've done your analysis, and you have a losing trade, you really shouldn't get riled up about this trade. It should be just part of trading, part of business. That's how trading is. Nothing is 100%. You just try to put an edge on your side. Let's see what's going to happen. We have a second entry long, but it's below EMA and inside bar. So I definitely cannot take. EMA didn't hold, below EMA, inside bar. So I need to see high low if I'm thinking bullish. And the market is quickly proving me otherwise. You can see we're working lower. So what I'm going to do, redraw downtrend. And I already understand what the market intends to do, because I'm going to measure the first leg. I'm going to use the tool measured move. This is the first leg. This is the target most likely for prices to go to. And by the way, are you expecting this push down to be new low for this channel? No, because we retraced too much of this push down. This is brand new channel working lower, meaning if it's get a break, you expect new low. Okay, so because you retrace too far up, you're negating this channel, and this channel will also need new extreme if there's going to be a break. Okay, we have a new low, first entry short, second entry short. I cannot take. New low can reset, first entry short. Now, tricky area. Price action is a little bit ambiguous because we reached the measured move to like a pullback, almost to the tick. But this downtrend at the same time needs new low. So now I have a dilemma. I cannot go long because this downtrend may get new extreme, but at the same time I have measured move. So if I find myself in a situation like this, I need a short setup to look really good. Okay, if a bias is clear and you don't have measured move, you can take more sketchy setups. But if there is ambiguity like this, I have conflicting variables, I really need to be convinced by the market to offer me a really good setup. So let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, we have a second entry short above EMA, break lower, and now we have a lower high confirmation of the second entry short. But like I said, EMA flat, measured move was reached, we're back above EMA, but downtrend is new extreme, and you're above EMA. Had this lower high at least close below EMA, we can argue about it being good setup, but as it formed right now, way more aggressive, so I have to give this more aggressive. Makes sense because the downtrend needs new extreme eventually, but it formed above EMA. Okay, so price action created new extreme, so I'm gonna mark my new low. We're going far from the measured move, so I'm gonna be expecting some correction. Let's see what's gonna happen. Not really sure about selling or buying. Okay, I'm gonna redraw a wider channel. Let's see what's gonna happen. We have a failed second entry short. Absolutely terrible bar. Definitely gonna go long. Doji like this. Below EMA. I cannot sell at the same time as well. We have a break in extreme. So this is area of development. Don't look for setups on every candle. We have a congestion. You can see 7 bar stack right next to each other. So I'm just being patient. In a situation like this, I either want to see strong pushes lower so I can look for a wider channel, or I want to see strong confirmed push above EMA, most likely hitting new high, and then I'm going to be looking for second entry long. Okay, I'm not trying to weasel my way in area of development like this. Just sitting back. Okay, this is what I like to see. Okay, good. This is clear and concise push above EMA, and this is really confirmation of the momentum. We can see how convincing this reversal looks. Much better than this. So right now, I'm expecting some wider uptrend and a second entry long at the EMA. Okay, I can see spike and channel forming. So right now, if I'm going to zoom back and make the overall analysis, it looks like big uptrend, two-legged pullback, we overshot a little bit, and now I expect new high for this channel. And if you're not playing this channel to the left, because it is not so perfectly fitting, You expect still new high for this spike cannon channel. So right now you understand there is a bullish bias. You can see how broad these two legs were. So bearish momentum played out. So one thing I'm thinking about is pull back to the EMA and a second entry long at the EMA. Let's see how it's gonna form. Okay, the first entry long, perfect. Okay, can reset, new high. First entry long, perfect. Can we get a second entry long? Okay, EMA is not holding. Already concerned. Now what I want to see, second entry long below EMA. You know, I cannot really take it here. Especially if you can make a case for downtrend being slightly wider. But this spike cannon channel is so clear. There's still a chance for me to push above EMA and give me high-low confirmation setup. Okay, we don't get it. Now we actually have the confirmation. Actually not confirmation, let's say the continuation. That's the better word here. Of the second entry long closing above EMA. You know, very tempting. But I'll be honest with you, I would really be waiting for the high-low. But you know, it is so tempting above EMA. More advanced trader can consider, but the safest way is really to wait for a high-low above EMA, confirming this visual to like a pullback. And we never really got high-low. And market, unfortunately, even though you have the right bias, you know exactly what's gonna happen, is just not allowing you to enter grade. And now the market is about to close. So this is how price action follows the rules and how pure prices move. The December trading so far has been quite challenging. That doesn't mean there are no good high probability setups, because there always are several good easy high probability setups, but there is not that many of them. If you miss a good setup or you don't get filled, you hesitate just for a bit, you pretty much have to wait a very long time for another setup to develop. I don't really remember December being so choppy as it is right now, because since the December started, the price action is quite difficult. Not that many good setups. It is really sideways, a lot of trading ranges without static key levels. So this is really quite unusual. And I know a lot of traders who passed their evaluation accounts, prop firm accounts, let's say last week or last month. And they're getting quite discouraged right now because their win rate is not really what it used to be. You shouldn't really judge your performance based on the December, because I find myself waiting a lot, and I'm really feeling uncomfortable trading this market right now, because I'm a trader who loves trading. I love this business. I love studying this market, being immersed in it. I truly obsess over this profession. Since the December started, I'm being really tired. The trading is quite taxing because I'm just waiting a long time for everything to align. And once I have the context, once I have the key entry point, the setup is just not forming. For example, let's talk about this. This is very common. We have a nice spike in a channel, perfect context, perfect key entry point. You expect good setup, at least second entry long, high low for second entry short. None of this is forming. Market is just rallying higher. Or on the way down, you expect at least second entry short and nothing is forming. Same thing happened yesterday. A lot of V-shaped reversals where you got the context, you got the key entry point, but you have no way to get in. So December right now has been quite challenging. If you are struggling right now, or you're not doing as great as you did, you're definitely not alone. The December right now price action has been quite messy. Now, it is definitely normal to get messy days here and there, because market is not here to give us what we want. We have to adapt. We have to earn our money. We have to earn this. So definitely there are days that are going to be hard to trade. But we have, week pretty much that's been very difficult to navigate. Don't get discouraged. Don't judge your performance based on this week's price action, because it's really hard to find a good setup. You pretty much cannot hesitate. But you also need to look at this from positive side, because if you can sustain a decent win rate throughout a period like this, that's a great test that you are ready to be a trader once the market goes back into normal, because you have to earn this. This is not free. You actually have to earn this. Market will test you. If this was easy, everyone would be doing this. We all would be just trading 1 hour a day and making tons of money. Sometimes the setups are going to be so easy, but sometimes there are going to be periods like this where the market is really testing us. And I find myself being really tired this week, looking for good setups, and I'm lucky taking 1 or 2 setups. So this is definitely not easy structure to trade, because the setups are not that easy, but it will definitely turn around. This will not last forever. I suspect that finally next week we may get a decent price action again. So I hope you had a good trading day. Make sure to really monitor your susceptibility to make mental errors, because you really shouldn't be taking setups out of boredom. This is the trade that you really need to master on a week like this, because you're really going to be waiting for a long time and your tendency to break setups will be higher and higher. So make sure you take those breaks regularly. Make sure you're really not trying to force something just because you feel the need to take setup. So good luck with your trading, and I'm going to talk to you next time. Take care.